Let's talk about manifestation. We all want a dream life. We all want to have love in our life. We want wealth. We want health. We want happiness. That is our human goal. That's what we want in life. Today I'm going to give you 3 strategies that if you implement them on a regular basis in your life, I guarantee you will start manifesting your dream life. 3 things, let's go. Number 1. Let's start with something easy. The first thing is, and you know this and I know this, but you get what you focus on. Your life is what you focus on. You're supposed to meet somebody for coffee and they're late. What do you focus on? What is your habitual way of dealing with that? You could be mad. Mad, they're late, I can't deal with it, whatever, leave, whatever works for you, you're mad because they're late. The second thing is you could be worried. Oh my gosh, did something happen? Did they get into a car accident? Why are they late? Who knows? The thing is, it's the same event and you can focus on different things. The third way that you could react, somebody is late, is pull out your phone. For me, okay, this is just sort of bonus downtime. I'm gonna catch up on a little Real Housewives, a little reality TV. Plug in your headphones and use that time to catch up. Almost happy that that person is late because now you get to catch up. You could use it productively. You could catch up on your emails. You could do whatever you want. There's different ways that you could react to the exact same event. Sometimes it's even because of the person. I have a friend named Kim who is always late. Like always, always, always late. If I'm meeting her for coffee, and of course she's late, I get mad at myself if I haven't brought a book to read, if I have nothing to do. I'm mad at myself because I know she's always late. I would react that way if Kim was late. I wouldn't be worried because I just know she's late. If I'm meeting my husband and he's late, then immediately I would worry because he's never late. So again, the same event, different people, how you react, it is a pattern. That is the way we habitually react to things, and you get what you focus on. So focus on, I'm going to use this time wisely. Focus on, I know they're always late, so why am I reacting in an angry way? You get what you focus on. I can't say that enough, over and over again. So focus on the positive. Focus on what you want to focus on. Realize the emotions that you're having because of whatever circumstance you're in, and change your emotions to suit the outcome. Lots of times in my life, I think, how do I want this to end? How do I want this evening to end? How do I want this coffee date to end? If somebody is late and I am mad because they're late, then it's going to be an uncomfortable coffee. Nobody's going to enjoy it. I'll be tense. It just won't go well. That's not how I want that to end. Otherwise, I wouldn't be meeting that person for coffee. So think to yourself, take a deep breath. How do I want this to end? And then start to manifest the date, the coffee date, the interaction that you want to have. So when that person comes in, you're controlling your emotions, you're focusing on what you want to focus on, which is the point of having the coffee date to start with. That is how you start to manifest your life, by being aware of how you habitually react to things, how you habitually react to different people, because different people, we all have patterns when it comes to the people in our lives, and start to think, I want to manifest this certain thing in my life, this certain feeling, these certain emotions, these certain relationships, and how am I going to make that happen? Because sometimes our go-to emotions don't serve us, and we're not going to manifest relationships, wealth, health the way we want to. Even health. You want health in your life. You're going out for coffee. Think of it beforehand. We're going to a donut shop. Do I want to order a donut? Eat beforehand. If you want to manifest, become healthy, it takes a little bit of planning. You can't just go into a donut shop super hungry, emotional because the person is late, and then order a donut and you'll start tomorrow. If you want to manifest these things, if you want to have these things happen for you, don't get into patterns. Don't get into the way you always have done things. You need to change for your life to change. You need to be the person who doesn't order a donut because you have already pre-thought of it and you've already had something healthy before you've gone into that donut shop for coffee. That was a long one for the first strategy in order to manifest your dreams in your life. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is all about our brain. Our brain deletes things, it distorts things, and it generalizes things. You need to know that. You need to understand how your brain works. Of course it deletes things. It is getting bombarded with so many pieces of information constantly that it has to weed things out. It has to see the patterns. I don't think about this chair that I'm sitting in, or where I'm coming in contact with this chair, or how this shirt feels. When I first put this shirt on, I think, oh, it's so soft on the inside. And then the other 99.9% of the time that I'm wearing this shirt, I don't think about it. My brain deletes that information that's coming in. You put on a pair of shoes and you think, oh, these are really comfortable shoes. And then your brain just deletes the feeling of wearing your shoes until they become uncomfortable. For the rest of the day, your brain is constantly deleting things. As you're driving, you're deleting so much. I did an experiment. I used to have to drive to work on country roads, dirt roads, and it was like a Tony Robbins thing. Focus on everything that's red in your environment. And I'm thinking, nothing is red on my drive to work until you focus on things that are red. There was red everywhere. Red cars, red barns, red signs, red houses. Like, red was everywhere. But until I focused on the color red, my brain was just deleting that. It was just deleting it. It was gone. It was not in my conscious thought pattern. So you can concentrate on whatever you want. Your brain just deletes the rest. On my drive to work the next day, I could concentrate on everything that was green. And then I would pick out all these green things that I never ever noticed before. The next day, yellow. It shows you how your brain deletes and distorts and generalizes things. In the distorting category, I'll tell you a story. So I live in a very small town. So you see the same people over and over again. I'm walking my dog with my friend, Sally. As we're walking along, we come to a friend, Nancy. We have, I think, is a fantastic conversation. We talk about how we're walking our dogs, we talk about our dogs, and we talk about so many things. I think fantastic conversation. As we walk away, my friend Sally says to me, "Can you believe that Nancy? She is so egotistical. She is so rude and obnoxious, and all she talked about was herself, and all she did was brag." And I'm like, what? Did we just experience the same thing? Because I thought it was a great conversation, but her brain distorted that whole conversation. All she did was focus on, obviously she didn't like this lady, Nancy, that we came across, and her brain just worked overtime and deleted and distorted. And I, who had no real relationship with this woman, so I didn't have any preconceived feelings for her, my brain distorted, deleted, generalized, and I thought it was great. I thought we had a great conversation. Two people, the exact same experience, and we came away with completely different feelings about it. In another example, I have a really good friend, Heather, and she is great at telling stories, and she kind of exaggerates, but they're funny, and I enjoy being with her. Sometimes you have to take her stories with a little bit grain of salt. She was telling about her daughter and how her daughter was sick, and it was just this catastrophe. Like they were almost ready to rush her to the hospital and she could barely breathe. And it was just horrible, this experience with her daughter being ill. My husband is friends with her husband. They went out fishing and he came back and he said, "Oh, I heard that their daughter Alex was sick." And the husband said, "Yeah, she had a bad cold." The same exact thing. The same daughter, they're married, husband and wife. The wife had this daughter on her deathbed and ready to call 911 and the ambulance. And the husband said, yeah, it was fine. She had a bad cold. It was no big deal. Like the exact same thing, but each of those husband and wife, they deleted, they distorted, and they generalized in their own way. There's your side of the story, my side of the story, and the truth is somewhere in the middle. So we need to remember that about our own brains. They delete, they distort, and they generalize all the time. Use that to your advantage. You want to manifest things in your life, you need to delete and distort and generalize in the way that works for you in a productive way so that you can start to see your dreams come true. You can start to manifest your life, law of attraction, like becomes like. The third topic I want to dive into kind of contradicts what I've said in past videos, because I always say be positive, think positive. That chatter in your head, the negative thinking in your head, that roommate, that criticism all the time. I'm always saying think positive, positive, positive. I was listening to a podcast and they said, don't necessarily think positively, think intelligently. Because we can't always be positive, positive, positive. If I have a garden and the garden is full of weeds, I need to get rid of those weeds. I need to delete those weeds, pull them out of the garden. They're there. I can't just focus on the positive and pretend that there is no weeds. We all have weeds in our life that we need to get rid of. So don't think just negatively. Don't think just positively. Think intelligently. Negative emotions do serve a purpose. When negative emotions come up, become aware of them. You don't have to go all the way over to positive, but think intelligently about those negative feelings and emotions, negative events in your life. Negative events happen to all of us. And on your way to positive thinking, think intelligently about these emotions. Even positive to the extreme. Nobody likes this extreme delusional positive thinking, but we need to think intelligently. We all want to manifest dreams in our life. We all want good things in our life. So let's start thinking intelligently. Let's start realizing that our brain deletes, distorts, and generalizes things. Let's start thinking about the fact that you get what you focus on. You get what you focus on. That will change your world right there. That will help you manifest whatever you want in the world. Start focusing on what you want to manifest. Start focusing on the coincidences that start to happen in your life that move you towards your manifestation dreams. Focus on things in an intelligent way. Definitely not in a negative way. Definitely move yourself towards a positive way, but in an intelligent way. We all want to manifest. Let's do it intelligently. Thanks for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you can like and subscribe and leave a comment, tell me how you are using this brain, this supercomputer, this unbelievable thing we have in our head in order to manifest your dream life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.